All right, here we are. Going to check out another house that I was just given the information on, and we're going to go through it, and we're going to kind of show you what we got here and what's going on. This is another loser. After we've put everything together, they decided not to list it and to send it directly to a pool of loans that's going to go out as part of a bulk sale. So we're going to go through this, and then we'll talk about that a little bit. I'm gonna have to get into this lockbox anyway, because now I gotta take it off because we are no longer going to be managing this property. Why not, you ask? That is what we're gonna be talking about. All right. Nice. Beautiful living room. You walk in, it's inviting. You got a nice non-intrusive stairway. Real nice appeal when you walk in. Look at the beautiful trim in this house. Got nice big wood windows, they all work. Beautiful kitchen, good size. You could put a little table here, nice place to eat. Maybe some new cabinets, got a full basement. I like it. This is something that we had the goal of would become a productive part of the community, which is the goal. Key to this foreclosure deal is, in my opinion, speeding up the process. Foreclosures are more about recovery than they are destroying the values of a neighborhood. Because the sooner you get it through the process, the sooner you get it on the market for what it will sell for, the sooner it gets into the hands of a productive entity that makes it a productive part of the community. That's how we take care of it. You know, this is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,150 square foot house. If it sells for less than the 1,100 foot house across the street, it's because it needs updates and amenities, and it wasn't maintained and updated as well as the guy across the street. It will have some effect on the overall price of the neighborhood, but it'll have a lot less effect both in time and value the sooner we get it processed and through all the right channels and into the hands of a local guy who spends the money locally in labor and material getting it up and running. Come on up. Well, there's one of my houses being showed and someone took the lockbox. So, typical day, we gotta go get another lockbox on it. This is just another day in the life, folks. All right, so here we go. We get the property assigned about 3 months ago. We get in here, we get the property secured, we get it winterized, we get it cleaned out, we get the yard cleaned up, we give them photographs of the house, photographs of the neighborhood, photographs of the comparable property, and we give them a value of what we think it'll sell for. So all that information is there, and then we get the email that says, well, the bank has decided not to list the property and to go ahead and send it straight to a pool that's going to go to a bulk sale. It's going to take about 30 days to package this property into the pool of loans that they're now going to shop on a national basis to the investment community throughout the country that buys large pools of loans. It's going to be shopped for about 30 days. Then they're going to accept one of those offers. Then it's going to take 60 days to close that transaction. And then it's going to take 30 to 60 days to go ahead and get that deed recorded. And then what's going to happen is the investor who bought this big pool of loans in which this property was a part of is going to end up more than likely writing off this house altogether, and this thing is now going to sit here and rot. All right, so here's what happens is now this has gone to a bulk sale. Maybe 200 days from now it'll be complete, and it'll be completely written off. And like I said, this house will now sit here unsold, and the individual bank that owns this individual house will have received less money for it than had they put it on the market and sold it for what it would have sold for now. In addition to that, no local commissions have been paid, and the income now spent throughout the community. The property does not go into the hands of a local entity that is going to spend the money locally in both materials, updates, and labor getting the property fixed up, and either an owner-occupied house or a rental, either one. Instead, it's going to sit here and deteriorate. You know, will result in not a whole lot more than a fire trap or a magnet for vandalism or other problems. All these neighbors around here, their tax dollars are funding these institutions by the billions to take care of these properties in a responsible manner. And these properties are being left sitting vacant and not moving into the hands of somebody that can do something positive with it. And that, in my opinion, is the problem going on. So that's my soapbox for right now. From what I see, that's the truth. Having a property taken back and not actually going on the market for one reason or another has always been part of the deal, and we understand that. A lot of times, you know, the mortgage insurance company decides to acquire the property rather than pay the claim, and that is the greatest thing in the world for the bank, as far as I'm concerned, because they pay total debt. Great idea, mortgage insurance company, but you know, they pay total debt, so the agent who had done all the work and got it ready to go, he doesn't get to sell it after all, and that's part of the deal. Or the foreclosure had a foul up along the way and they had to redo the process, and that's okay because you know that, you know, it's going to come back to you eventually. But to have all this work going on now, to get these things ready to go, just to have the bank decide that it's better not to put it on the market, but rather put it in a bulk sale, that's not as easy to accept as an agent. The deal is get them on the market and get them sold for what the market will bear. I feel bad for the community. You know, this house is going to sit here unsold when in fact it should be sold and into the hands of the owner, occupant, or investor. We can do this. We've been doing it for the last 10 years. I don't know what's going to happen to it now over the next couple of years. It's just going to sit here and do nothing. Not a good idea.